Appreciate it.
What is it about this defense collectively? It's really starting to come together these last couple of weeks. Can you identify why that's been the case?
I feel like we've just been trusting the process. Everything's new. From the coaches to the players to everything. So it's just about buying in and playing for each other. And I feel like the guys have been bringing great energy during the week, and it directly translates to the game. So just proud of the guys and the work they're putting in.
It seems like every series somebody else on the defense makes a play. It doesn't always have to be you. It could be Clay. It could be a number of guys.
Yeah, it's a team. It's a team game. We're all trying to go out there and play our best. So it doesn't matter who it is. We just got to get stops as a unit, and we have the guys to do it. So it's just trusting your teammates, and everybody's stepping up and starting to make plays at the right time. So we just got to keep it rolling and keep it going.
Well, on that, how nice was it that one of those guys today was Chandler?
Oh, it was amazing. Chandler's been working. He's been close a lot. So just seeing him get home a few times was amazing. He works his ass off. He's a great teammate. He's been staying positive no matter what, is going on the outside. And I'm just proud of him. He's a great teammate. And, I'm just, looking forward to seeing him continue to shine.
So much has been made. Josh talked about this stuff we might not even see that he does, because everyone looks at sacks and the numbers. Can you talk a little bit about that? Other things he does that maybe people don't realize?
Well, yeah, he's a complete player. He plays the run really well. It's not about him. It's about the team. And he shows up every day with a great attitude. So that's really all you can ask for. And from a guy who's had over 100 sacks, you don't see that often. So, he just, I can go on and on about Chandler. He's a great teammate, and he's been, amazing since he got here.
How nice was it having Nate back?
It was awesome. Nate is a big time player. So having Nate back in the mix is awesome. He brings a different energy, and he's a competitor. So having him out there was a lot of fun. He made some big plays.
Wins are always great, but getting it over a division rival, how nice is that?
It's the best. Every time you line up Denver, Chiefs, the Chargers, you want to beat them, and every time we do, it's a great feeling. So we definitely got some more work to do. We got the Chiefs again. It's our last division opponent, but right now we're focused on getting our bodies back together and get ready for Thursday in LA.
What is it like preparing on a short week?
Your focus just got to be even more dialed in, because your body, you got to get it on point for the next game. So yeah, we're just we had to talk after the game, and making sure guys are locked in still. We have a quick turnaround, and we got to go out there and get another win. So we're looking forward to the challenge.
You really cared about that stuff?
Early in my career, I was all about accolades. Let's try to, what I'm saying? Not saying that I don't care about it now, but my main focus is winning, opposed to the statistics.
Right, but was there a lesson you learned along the way? Was there a point where you just said
and what I did learn is when you chase it, that's when it goes worst. Just you sit back and let them come to you, everything will be fine.
Overall, do you think it's the best performance from the defensive line this season?
The sky's the limit for our defense in our defensive line. And when you play this profession, you have to understand that the other team is a professional team too, and you never have a perfect game. So we're going to go and watch the film, see what we could have done better, and actually highlight the things that we've done well, and hopefully we can capitalize and carry it over to the LA Rams.
Chandler, apologies if you answered this already, but what was it that was clicking for you today out there?
The quarterback actually was going down. A lot of times this season I was getting back there, and quarterbacks were kind of eluding me a little bit. But the quarterback was actually going down. We rushed together, and like I said, it showed up on the stat sheet.
How nice was it having Nate Hobbs back and out there?
It was huge for our team, not just our defense, but for our team. His energy, his swagger, what he brings to a team, the juice that he brings, we needed it.
You mentioned the quarterback not going down today. Were there times that maybe it just got frustrating, and you just kind of just hang in and figured?
Never frustrated. I knew that, well, God knew. I feel like God knew that I would go through a rough patch of, not getting any sacks. But I feel like he patted me with a couple just so I can, go through that rough patch. But hopefully we can just keep it going. Honestly, I think we had a good game today. If we can stack good games like this, and hopefully we can keep it going.
What do you think has been the biggest difference just for that defensive front for you guys the last 3 games here?
Guys are just attacking. Guys are buying into what the coaches are coaching, what the coaches are preaching, and it's going to show. It's showing on the field. How's that? You guys good? Yeah, I'm over here sweating.
Sorry if you're asking somebody about the short week and going out to play LA.
Yeah.
How do you get ready, and how's your mindset change?
I think this is pretty fun actually, because yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm sweating. Yeah, I'm good. No, I'm good. Thank you, DP. I appreciate you, brother. I'm a strong believer on when we have these quick turnarounds in these short games. The team that wins is the team that's more prepared. Like I said, did they play today? They had a game today. Yeah, so they played just like us. We have the same amount of rest time, but we just have to prepare. It's not about being so physical and tough at practice this week. This week I think it's about resting and recovering. And the team that gets the most rest and recovery and puts the most time in, and they cross all their X's and O's out, that's the team that wins. So we'll see what happens.
How much sweeter is a win when it's over a division rival?
Oh, it felt great. Like I said it in the previous question I just had. For us being a division game, I think it definitely puts more fuel in the players, not just our team, but the other team. I felt, the wrath that they bought, but we came out on top. Hats off to them. They played some great football, but I think our team made a little bit more plays.
Thanks, John.
Thank you, guys.
Is that the exact same play as the walk-off in Seattle? It looked real similar.
Damn, I don't even remember. I remember I started jogging because I knew they didn't want to tackle me. But, yeah, I almost cribbed the last one, too, the last run, but that's another story. Yeah.
A lot of your yards are such hard yards, but those, that touchdown last week and the one this week were, just kind of right up the middle. You had such good blocking on those. Like, how does that feel when you see a hole like that?
Yeah, no. So when they rotated the safety over, it was just one linebacker on that side, and I knew we had Yak to block him. So I was like, if he block him wherever he fit off from, I'm gonna run, and it's gonna be how it is. So it was kind of similar to last week. Yeah.
How do you feel physically coming out of this one?
I got a little bit of cuts and stuff that I didn't even feel in the game, but yeah, I mean, I got a little sore on the contusion on my, on my quad, but that's about it.
Usually you got 24 hours to enjoy this, but with the Thursday game, I'm sure that's cut in half if it's even that. Does that process start right now to start getting ready now for Thursday?
I mean, for me, yeah. Normally when I leave here, I go home and I do treatment. I got like a whole little treatment thing set up in my house. So I try to attack that early, just because how many times I touch the ball and how many hits I take, I always try to stay on top of that. So it's going to be treated like a normal week for me, but I might be in the building a little bit longer, just trying to prepare for Thursday.
Can we talk about the growth of the offensive line and how they're settling in? Is that like a symbiotic type growth? Like you can feel like a chemistry with the way they're blocking for you?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think that they believe in me. I believe in them. I encourage them guys all the time. I mean, I'm their biggest advocate. Even when they do bad, I tell them I believe in them, and you could tell that they lay it out on the line for me, and I mean, that's a great feeling to have.
I know you kind of worked out before the game today. How close were you to not being able to go?
I was going today. It wasn't really a question for me today. It was, especially. No, I can't say that.
Oh.
Yeah. Barbecue chicken. Baked chicken.
I know everybody's been saying, hey, look, Chandler's been doing a lot more than the stats have said all year. He's been such an impact, but what does it feel like to see him get the reward today?
Yeah, I mean, it's good because I know he thinks about it. I know that a lot of plays, like when we watch film, he'd be like this close, and like Max might get him, he'd be like right there away from him. But to see him, man, come out and have a dominant performance, really from start to finish. Even in the run game, he was doing his thing, and he played with a lot of energy, and that turned everybody on the sideline up for real.
Is there any extra juice for Thursday Night Football because the nation is watching you? So you're the only game in town.
For me personally, not so much. The juice more so be, I know I'm about to get a 3-day weekend, and I'm gonna be able to, take care of my body and then feel great for the next week. So I'm looking forward to it for sure.
Apologies if you already asked it, but just how nice is it to beat a division opponent in the fashion that you guys did?
Yeah, I mean, playing the division game, the implications that it has is always huge. Especially that team, that's a good team. They got a great quarterback. They got some good receivers, and obviously Eckler is who he is. So just to come out and see how we played them, we really gave them 10 points with the turnovers we had. But the defense, man, they held us down today.
And having Nate Hobbs back also.
Oh yeah, Nate, man, you just see his energy, how he was flying around. You could tell that he's missed a couple games, but you could definitely see that he still got it. You know what I'm saying? So that was good to see. Oh yeah, appreciate it.
How do you explain it?
I think really it's that point in the season, and we got off to a rough start. Everybody says this and says that, but the NFL is not determined by the first 6, 7 games. This is when it matters. And I just think we've got cohesive and we just play together. We know each other's strengths and we know where we got to help each other out. So.
Could you just talk about your role in that last play, when you were able to stay with him?
Yeah, I just compete. That's what I like to do. So I just competed to the end of the play, honestly.
Nate, you told me earlier in the week you felt like you were at a 2%. I know you were kidding, but how'd you feel out there today?
I felt great. Honestly, didn't even think about my hand. I just went out there and like I was telling all the other guys, competed. That's what I like to do. That's all I tell myself every play. Just win it down, compete. So that's what I did every play.
Can you kind of take us through that play on the fumble recovery? Kind of what went through your head? How did it come about?
I was running to the ball. I think good things just happen when you run to the ball. And one of our guys, I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't even know who hit it out, but
Duron.
I just do, of course, playmaker. Got the ball out. I seen the ball rolling around. 3 people had a chance, and she wanted me. You know what I'm saying? She told me I'm playing. I just scooped the ball, tried to make something happen. I'm trash for the return. It is what it is.
Did you guys talk in the secondary about what Keenan Allen said? Was that a factor at all out there?
Barbecue chicken. That's all I got to say.
That's all you have to say, right?
Barbecue chicken.
I know this was your first one back, but the last 3 weeks, what have you seen out of the defensive line, and just how has that kind of changed things for the defense?
They game changers. You know what I'm saying? We all knew they could play at that level when they're on and when they want to. When we playing as a defense, can't nobody stop them. We were really hard to stop. So.
How nice was it to see Chandler Jones get after it a couple times today?
Chan, like what y'all don't know, Chan brings that energy every day. You know what I'm saying? Maxx might get all the love, all the publicity, all the, you know what I'm saying, cameras, stats, but Chan is there every game. He plays with that motor every day. You know what I'm saying? I just think they complement each other so well. And I'm just honored to, you know what I'm saying, play with those guys. I feel like those are 2 potential Hall of Famers. So.
Wins are nice, but how much nicer is it when it's over a division rival?
Man, you just said it. You answered the question for me, you know what I'm saying? It's so much. It's just a great feeling to know we went out there, competed with a hell of a team, you know what I'm saying? And we got that in us to compete with anybody, I feel like. So.
You had one of your, I don't know if you know this, but you had one of your better games in the season opener despite the loss. 9 tackles, 2 for a loss, forced fumble, and then you had the pass breakup at the end of the game. What is it about facing this team even without some of the better players? I mean,
I don't know. I just like to compete, and I know they're a great team. They got great players. We division rivals, you know what I'm saying? Both historically California teams, so it's a different feel playing those guys. I love competing with them. It just brings the best out of them.
Now you got a short week. Got to go back to California, back to LA, play the Rams. How's the turnaround? How's the quick turnaround for you?
That's just pro sports. You know what I'm saying? You look at every sport. Always, at some point in time, going to be a quick quick turnaround in the season, and this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? So, but I know this team, we're going to handle it exactly how we need to, and come with our mental ready to go tomorrow. Quick turnaround, so it don't matter.
How much were you fighting to get back in time for this game?
Man, honestly, I was fighting to get back every game. You know what I'm saying? But it just happened to be this game, and I'm just grateful to God, all glory to God. He got me healthy and just got to compete with my brothers.
What's the verse tonight?
These last few weeks, as an offense, collectively running the ball, throwing the ball, y'all really kind of coming into form. What started to click for you guys?
Just the confidence, the juice, the unwavering belief in ourselves that we can play, and we show it every week. We just show it in bunches. So for us, it's just about being consistent as possible and going out there putting the same result on tape every time. And if our defense go out there and play like that, it keeps our mind in it too. Make it a little easier. We don't have to scramble when we have a slow start like that.
Last time we were in this locker room, it's a very different feel after the Colts game. Would you consider that a turning point for you guys?
I don't like labeling stuff and being dramatic with terms and all of that. I just say that we definitely playing a better brand of football right now. Complimentary when the offense isn't doing great. The defense goes out there and they do their job, and they hold teams to low scoring or just stop them at critical moments that help us on offense, and then vice versa. So I'm not really about trying to say we being slept on or it's a turning point, stuff like that. I'm not really with that. I'm more like we doing the right thing. We just got to keep it going and get some momentum going.
Was there anything in that experience that you guys carry with you now, though?
Yeah, all the positives. Use some of check the tape out, see the negatives, and find out why things happened the way they did. Obviously, the turnovers are pretty obvious, but the small things that led to us, coming off the field, we got to see that and then correct it.
Does a win over a division rival make the win a little bit sweeter?
100%. 100%. We know that all of them are sweet. Anytime you can get a victory in this league, it's hard to win in this league. So anytime you can win, you're gonna feel good about that. But anytime it's a team, a really good football team like that, and then a division opponent, it's definitely more sweet.
Well, you're on an individual stats guy, but right now you're on pace pretty much to break franchise records and receiving for everything. Does that have any added significance to you growing up a Raiders fan?
Well, I mean, it's great, but the stats mean a lot to me in the sense that it means that I'm holding up my end of the bargain and I'm doing what I got to do. And the efficiency part is a big part of it too. So we got to make sure we're being as efficient as possible, and let the stats and all of that take care of themselves down the road. But ultimately, I want to get the ball so I can put the team in a position to win games.
At the end of the day, I try to hold him to net. You feel me? I'm so pissed off about that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm very upset with myself with that catch.
That was a dub.
Yeah, it was a dub. The good thing about it, we won. Hopefully, I was hoping they'd come back at him again. The second time. But then next time I was gonna make a play on the ball. But unfortunately, they didn't pass on the ball. I told them, the game on the line now. Let's see who's going. Let's see who's gonna come alive then. But unfortunately, they didn't throw the ball to his side.
It looked like it was probably the defense's best performance of the season, and you were a big part of that. I mean, how does that feel?
Feels good, man, but I'm still upset about the catch. So a lot of work to do. Try to stay more consistent and 24-hour rule. I'm gonna be upset with myself about 24 hours, but my next goal is to get the dub against get the dub on Thursday.
How was it to have be playing with Nate again today?
Oh, run out there with his energy, passion. It was a lot of fun.
When you get that kind of pressure up front, how much easier or better is it making your plays back there?
It's very easy. I mean, we know what I'm saying. We already know what we got up front. At the end of the day, it's a two-way thing. The D-line rush and if the D-line rush and we cover well, they're gonna get sacks. They get their hands up, whatever. They rush well. We want to also, have our opportunity to make plays on the ball. So it's kind of a team thing.
That's the epitome then, Amik, of pass rush helping out coverage helping out pass rush the whole way through.
Yeah, definitely. We talked about it. I even talked to Chandler about it. I talked to Maxx about it. At the end of the day, I told Chandler the reason why. He hadn't got a sack yet. That's on us. Even though it probably wasn't, but I try to encourage him. I try to encourage him to he at the end of the day, he know who he is. Chandler's one of the best D linemen in the league. So, just seeing him get those 3 sacks today, that was I was happy for him.
What was his reaction when you told him that?
He just told me, I was right. They rush. At the end of the day, they rush. We cover. It's all the same thing. We help each other out.
It just seemed like the defense is playing with a different kind of energy, and I don't just mean during the play. I mean overall after the play and everything. Just another level. Like that.
Harmon, kind of got us going far as our energy. Because at first it was our energy wasn't there, and that's contagious. So Duke kind of got on us at practice and to increase our energy. So when we go out there, we not only think too much. We go out there and have fun, have energy, and let everything take care of itself.
Thanks.
Thank y'all.
The guy can cover, he can tackle. He does everything the right way, man. And he brings big energy, not only to the defense, but to the team. So anytime we can get a guy of that caliber, of that talent out there playing, we're a better defense.
Excuse me if you've already been asked this, but Amik was just saying that throughout practice, you've been the guy that's really been emphasizing bringing energy and really playing with a high motor. How much does that, how important is that just for the team, and is it nice seeing the benefits of that?
Very, very, very important. I mean, at the end of the day, this is a game. It's a child's game, and if you don't come with energy, then you're not going to be able to play the way that you need to play. And we made a commitment to each other, whether it was 3 weeks ago or whatever, that we're just going to play for each other. We're just going to play with energy, and not just in the game, but we're going to do it in practice, because the only way you can do it in the game is if you do it in practice, and people have stepped up to the challenge, and I truly believe that's the reason why we're able to, win these close games now.
Did you feel like, did that commitment start? I know that everyone was talking about after the Broncos game that you talked in that film session. Is that the moment you're talking about, or was it?
For sure. Just a commitment, and I think, it wasn't just defense, but, the entire team, when you're playing for the guy next to you, truly playing for the guy next to you, the game is so much more fun. So, we're just taking it one day at a time, but at the end of the day, when we step on the field, whether it's practice, whether it's a walkthrough, we're bringing excitement, and we're ready to go.
The pressure that the guys up front have generated over the last 3 weeks, how much does that change it for you guys?
Oh, man, the ball is coming out fast. I'm ready to break. I was around the ball a few times a day, just fell a little short, but I know, man, those guys keep bringing pressure like that and keep getting after the quarterback like that. That's going to turn into more turnover opportunities for the secondary.
And to see Chandler rewarded, today, what's that mean to the group?
Man, it means everything, man. That guy's been working his tail off, and obviously the production that, he wants and everybody wants hasn't been there, but, he's been a great leader. He's been playing his tail off, and to see him rewarded today, man, was very exciting. Not only for me, but for the entire team, man. Chan's a big part of what we're trying to do down and in the future.
Duron, it probably seems like forever ago, but the last time we were in this locker room after the Colts game, it was a down moment.
For sure.
How much, I know there's a long way to go, obviously, but just the satisfaction that you guys didn't hang your head and you kept fighting, and now you've kind of put yourself in a position to play for something. Just
to keep playing. At the end of the day, we're not looking too far ahead. We're just enjoying where we're at right now. This has been a long journey. Obviously, we didn't start the way we wanted to, but, we're playing now. And we're confident in ourselves. We're confident in our process. So, we're just taking it one day at a time, one practice at a time, one game at a time, and that's all we can do.
I think sometimes you make the mistake, or not you, but people make the mistake.
Best 30-year-old in the league.
17 games, that's not a long time, but it is a long time.
Yeah.
And you've been around that, that it's a long season, and not to get too high, too low. Is this kind of an example of that?
But without a doubt. And like you said, you can't get too high, you can't get too low. You got to just stay even keel and just, stay in the moment. Stay in the moment.
Thanks.
All right, no problem.